Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, the House of Grief. Oh, man, I have really loved this fight. I especially love it now that I've won it. This is episode 157, and I just gotta say, I feel like it's a great boon to the sense of adventure and the sense of growth and the sense of narrative of this game to have a fight this hard. Oh god, I really hope this fight was really hard for other people and I'm not just hyping it up. I'm recorded ahead, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm recorded ahead, so I don't even know. I don't think any of the fight episodes have gone out yet, so I don't know when I'm recording. So I don't know how you all thought about this fight. Feel free to let me know. I'm sure you already have. Let me know on a past episode. Anyways, welcome back. In the last episode, we finally triumphed over Viconia and those Fidelians. That's the real problem, is the Fidelians. and Shar's servants here. We are gonna go. We just killed Viconia. Marcus did. Shadowheart really couldn't care less. It kind of seemed like Mother Superior. And now we're gonna go rescue Shadowheart's parents. But first, before we do that, in the Chamber of Loss. But first, before we do that, we gotta loot a lot of bodies. I'm really curious to see how this next part goes. But first, let's deal with the important stuff. Looting some bodies. Personal chest key. Viconia's Walking Fortress, a +3 AC legendary shield. Rebuke of the Mighty. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use a reaction and not get prone unless they succeed a dex saving throw. That's pretty cool. Spell Guard, you gain advantage on saving throws against spells. Advantage on saving throws against spells? Spell attack rolls against you have disadvantage? That's just the most broken passive feature I've ever read. All spells, you gain advantage on saving throws, or they gain disadvantage against you. Jesus Christ. Protective shell envelops you. It reflects any projectiles targeted you back at their point of origin. That's a bonus action to pop that. That's a really cool... Can I give this to Shadowheart? Shadowheart is currently wielding it as two-handed, right? However, having that... Can Shadowheart wield... I'm just thinking this protects Shadowheart against all spells. It would also protect her, give her something to do against meleeers if AC of, and it counts? Like it's just literally +3 on top of the rest of your AC? Jesus Christ. 22 AC for Shadowheart. That's incredible. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We could also maybe give it to Marcus. I don't even know if Marcus can wield a shield, but I think it makes a lot of sense to have Shadowheart wear it, or use it. Viconia's Priestess Robe, Shar's Umbra. Advantage on stealth checks. Sharon Veil, Shield of Faith grants you a +2 bonus on all saving throws. That's interesting, but not crazy. We're going to go ahead and just send that to Karlach for selling. Handmaiden's Mace, bludgeoning plus poison. That's the wearer's strength to 18. The enchantment has no effect if their strength score is higher without it. So either way, it improves your strength score, which is interesting. I don't think it makes a ton of sense for anyone we currently have to use that. That's a cool item, though. I think we're going to sell it, but it's a cool item. All right, let's lose some bodies. I love unique items in this game. Ringmail armor. I'm looting as Shadowheart. The other thing I'm interested in is all of these like altars and such, you know? What's on these altars? Exciting news. Owl Talon. Owl Talon. The Mother Superior has approved me for applied poisons and paralysis training. I'm so proud. Your little night mist is going to be a certified venom specialist for the Dark Lady. That will also qualify me to study the basics of sudden esophageal collapse. What fun. Oh my god. Your little night mist. Night Mist had 2 copies of this. That's how excited they were. Send all 3 of those to Karlak. Okay. A lot of basic items here we're just going to send to Karlak. For carrying. Karlak carries our group and also carries our loot. Don't really know that I need that, but whatever. Okay. The novices. What's Karlak's weight at? Plenty of space. Plenty of space. Dear ma'am, or mom. You were right, mom. What they ask of you as a novice in the cloister, it's just, my heart isn't hard enough to do these things. I had to run out of last 10 days interrogation class to vomit. But now that I'm in, I don't see any way to get out again. Not alive anyway. I don't even yet know how I'm going to get this letter to you. I'm scared. And the way the Mother Superior looks at me, I think she knows it. Oh, how I wish I'd listened to you. You're Dimbert. Though here they've dubbed me Blue Nail. Oh, Blue Nail. That's so sad. So sad. Char and Novice got exploded. Okay. Fully exploded. Char and Novice got exploded. Okay. Glories of the Night Singer. A volume of Sharan hymns extolling the beauty of darkness, the comfort of nothingness, and the profundity of surrendering all to the Dark Lady. A bookmark highlights one such song. Lady Shar, Mother Night, hear our most solemn refrain. Against our will we were ripped from your breast, condemned to a world full of pain. Save us, O Night Singer, extinguish the stars. Grant us an eternal rest. Our faith is strong, blades are sharp. We long for your final test. I really wish I was as good as Rob Inglis, the narrator of the old Lord of the Rings audiobooks. I listen to those audiobooks every year. I love them so much. And one of my favorite parts of Rob Inglis's performances in those audiobooks recordings is the songs and the way that Rob Inglis sings the different singers in the book. Like Aragorn singing is so different than Samwise singing, than Frodo singing. Oh man, so good. A silver key. Cool. This says we are stealing, quote unquote. Yeah, well, who's gonna stop me? You know what I'm saying? They're all dead. Sentry Frederick. A lost training hall key. Ringmail armor. Send all that to Karlak. Note to self. Bloodstains. Is this person's name Bloodstains? No. I thought it meant like note to self. Your name is Bloodstains. Tuesday's inspection was a disaster. How could I have overlooked the stains on my tunic? Must ask Hyrold where they get that special soap. It takes dried blood out of fabric. God, these people are just fearful and dominated and just... Martial Catechism. Let's read that.
Nothing.
Strengthening of the sword arm. Melee drills for 2 hours each day. Change opponents and weaponry for each round. Bloodletting is acceptable. Indeed, it is expected. Remember, a well-trained warrior has the scars to prove it. Honing of the archer's eye. Range drills for 2 hours each day. Targets progress from fixed to moving to live targets. Hardening of the poisoner's heart. Crafting in theory of poisons and concoctions 2 hours each day. Pupils shall be dosed with low levels of poisonous substances in order to develop a tolerance. It's just like it's one of those things where you can just put whatever reason or spin on it that you want, and the fearful people underneath your tutelage will listen. All right, there's stuff on the other end, but I think we're gonna go this way first. Dormitory this way. I hope we don't find more people. Actually, let's short rest.
I'll fill that one later.
Yeah. More people. Hello, Nocturne. Hi. What's going on? You a friend?
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? That is, if you're not about to turn on me.
I love
It
her
seems
hair.
you no longer walk in the Dark Lady's shadow.
I love Nocturne's name. I love their hair. I like their voice acting. I'm nervous that we're about to have to kill you. Let's say nothing.
Shah condemned me. By her decree, you and I are
By
enemies.
her decree, we're
Only
enemies.
if you wish us to be.
Ah.
You may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times. Hard times. I will not turn on you, even if it angers Lady Shah.
That's good enough for me. I'm not sure what I expected coming back
Aw.
to this place. Certainly not a friend. There must be all sorts you can tell me. Things I can't even remember.
There are, but with the Mother Superior gone, I don't know if I can stay here to reminisce.
Come to our camp.
Perhaps there's another enclave out there for me.
You don't need Shah.
You don't, perhaps. Not everyone is as brave. I'll leave come tomorrow. Come see me before then. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you some things to aid you. And we can catch up.
They were roommates, by the way. I think they were maybe more than roommates. That's all I'm saying. In my headcanon, they went through a lot together. That's all. And I can't be the only one, right? Okay. Nocturne's journal? I mean, can we read that? Nocturne, you're not going to mind us reading your journal, right? The earlier entries of this journal have been erased or heavily redacted before settling into a normal rhythm. I am Nocturne. I think as her. I see her when I look in the mirror. I cannot remember the last time someone called me by the wrong name. Shadowheart has been swift to gently correct slips of the tongue, and even swifter in challenging those who'd use my forsworn name in malice. I'm lucky to have her as a friend. I have a lot of thoughts about this, and I'm going to keep reading before I say any of them. They took Shadowheart's memories again, more than they took before. But I know what to do now. I know she'll be frightened and that she won't remember much. Not even me. I can take her out to our hideaway and remind her of herself. I'm getting better at it each time. I love seeing that look in her eyes when she finally remembers me. Why must the Mother Superior do this to her? Why must she grind her under heel? Why must she grind her under heel like she does to no other? Because she's training specifically Shadowheart for a terrible purpose. They are grooming her for a mission, and we'll soon take away her memories again. I need to see her again while she still remembers me. I need to tell her to stay safe and that I'll see her again. It's been days, and no word. Shadowheart and the others could be alive or dead. Even the Mother Superior does not seem to know. I'm sick with worry. I can't even bear to write anymore. I am in love with the line in this in this one line in this journal, and the possible different meanings it could have. I can't remember the last time someone called me by the wrong name. Shadowheart has been swift to gently correct slips of the tongue, and even swifter in challenging those who'd use my forsworn name in malice. I think there's a couple different readings there. I think there's the reading of Nocturne being this person's new Sharon name. I think there's a reading where Nocturne themselves is the one who is struggling to use the correct name. I think there's a reading where in the first half, Shadowheart has been swift to gently correct slips of the tongue. AKA maybe Nocturne is struggling to say their own name that way. Even swifter in challenging others. I think there's also an identity question in here that you could read into it that I think is really lovely. Like Shadowheart being a really lovely friend. Nocturne outside of maybe what's happening with Shar. I don't know.
Let's have a look.
Let's keep looking. And I want to talk to Nocturne again, but I'm going to wait 2 seconds to do that. Interrogation log. Is this a Githyanki? It is. It's been forever since we've read these. A log of interrogation notes detailing a Githyanki's captive's torture over a number of days. The captive remains strong at first, gradually starts to slip an offer of information about the whereabouts of a mysterious artifact hidden away
Githyanki.
by Queen Blackett.
Preparations to seize the astral prison, no doubt.
In service of the night. We also need to talk to Shadowheart. It's been years since Waterdeep, since Solda Nessalar. At last the trail has gone cold enough that I may recommence Lady Shar's holy work. It's true that secrecy is the greatest shield of all, yet the sacrifices needed for this new beginning have been steep. It had better prove to be worth it. Baldur's Gate. It feels strange to be back in this place, so familiar yet I cannot engage with it. I am like a living ghost, hidden and watching. Time has rushed past like an autumn storm. Lady Shar's church in Baldur's Gate grows steadily and in secret under my command. I've named it the Cloister of Somber Embrace, for the Night Singer's embrace is the final goal we all crave. One day this place could even surpass what I created in Waterdeep. By then, it may not be mine to command. Shar tells me there is another, one I must pry from a foul Selunite heritage and reshape to become darkness's champion. An audacious plan, but one that could cost me everything. I must stay resolute. I must find this child for Lady Shar. My spies have reported back to me. Child has been found. A girl with hair of sheerest black. She will soon come of age and be lost to the moon bitch forever. Our plan is in motion. Under a cloak of darkness, this girl shall soon be ours.
These are all about me. 40 years of my life documented like I was some sort of specimen.
Yeah. Shar headwear.
Don't mind if I do.
No. I wanted one of my own so badly. Hard to imagine now.
I wanted one of my own so badly. I wanted it for you too. That's the other part of it. What Shadowheart is saying there is true about the character, but it's also true about the player. At least this player, not all players. But yeah. We wanted to help you.
Why do I remember these of all things? A gift from Solda Nessalar, Mother Superior said. Curious. I could never quite tell if she was proud of them or not.
Because she killed people for them. They're dead people's jewelry. Okay. Talk to Nocturne.
What?
We can trade with Nocturne, but I hope we can also
Greetings.
talk.
Do you seek to trade? As Shadowheart's friend, I'll extend the privilege to you as well.
Okay, I guess we're trading. Damn it. Scroll of Darkness, I never want to see that spell again. I'll take all your potions. I'll take your potion of... Sorry, your healing potions. I'll take your potion of invisibility. Do you have a potion of speed? Because I also ran out of those. Blink. Blink is very cool. We should take Blink. Radiant resistance. Let's sell you some quick stuff. You have 1,800 gold. Well, let's see if you will buy some of these things. Get rid of... Oh, I don't know what I just clicked. Get rid of all of our shields. Bunch of these random swords. Some random jewelry. Bone spike helmet. I think we're keeping for now just in case. I don't know what I just sold. Shit. A glaive +1. Great axe. Okay. Holy crap. We've got 33,000 gold now. I don't know that I need to keep selling all this stuff.
Be sure to get everything you need. Come tomorrow, I'll be gone.
I wonder so much about Nocturne's
A long way to go
past.
still. No harm in a little
Let's try talking to them as
I
Shadowheart.
can still scarcely believe it. You've returned, and the Mother Superior is gone. So much can change so quickly.
Oh, interesting. Enemy of Shar allows us the option, are you just going to remain here? There's no need, Viconia is gone. But I'm going to do this option. There's much I can't remember. Can you share anything with me from when we were young?
Well, you had a pet mouse for a while. It was against the rules, of course. You used to hide him under your robes and feed him from your rations.
What happened to him?
She caught you with Nibbles. That was
Nibbles.
his name. Forced you to get rid of him. In front of everyone as an example. You always loved animals, but you never let yourself get too close after that. I'm sorry. Not the sort of thing you want to hear, I'm sure.
I don't know. It's actually pretty good to hear it. Are there any pleasant memories you could share?
Well, you know that little scar on your elbow?
Go on.
I was there when you picked that up. It was years ago when we were initiates. Some of the others were intent on tormenting us until you showed them the error of their ways. I think it was 6 against 2, and most of them were bigger than us to boot, but you saw them off, all of them. There were some bruised lips and black eyes in the mess hall that night. And from then on, they left us alone. Or at least, they bothered us less.
They bothered us less. What about the scar?
A collision between your elbow and the teeth of a girl called Baldur. She came away from it worse than you. She was on the same mission as you. I suppose she won't be coming back. In any case, the Mother Superior soon broke up the fighting, though she didn't punish us. In fact, I saw her smiling. I think she was proud of you.
I am loving these details. This Shadowheart lore is... I could go for an hour about just this. Anything else?
Just small things, silly things. The sort you'd scarcely recall even if your memories were left intact. You had a little hiding place that you went to when you needed to get away. You brought me there sometimes. We'd talk, play, read, do each other's hair.
Are you the reason Shadowheart has this hair? That was you?
The plait and fringe? Yes, on your instructions, of course. You were very intent on a bold look, I think you said. My hands were cramped by the time I finished, but you were very pleased. I like the new look as well, though. You always did like a dramatic touch.
I cannot be the only person reading Nocturne and Shadowheart as more than roommates, right? I can't be the only person doing it. So much of the dialogue sort of hints at it. And maybe there's nothing there. My hands were cramped by the time I finished, but you were very pleased. Maybe there's nothing there. Maybe. I'm just saying. Suggestive writing, especially subtly suggestive writing, is such a tool as a writer. You mentioned I had a hideout in here somewhere. Where was that?
Hidden at the back of the storage area. Luckily enough, as quartermaster, I was able to keep it hidden back there. It should be, well, if not how you remember it, exactly as you left it.
Are you just going to remain here? There's no need. Viconia is gone.
Remains to be seen. This place is all I've ever known. In time, perhaps I'll venture out there, see what I've been missing. But for now, old habits die hard.
Okay. Goodbye, Nocturne. You have been my favorite dialogue in episodes, which is crazy because there's a lot of good dialogue in this game. But you've been my favorite in
Best be on my way.
weeks. Where would in a while? Where is this hideaway be? I feel like we would get a little I feel like we should get a little hint towards it, you know? Behind the storage area? Alright, let's go across. There's a door here, there's loot here. Let's go across. The thing that I think is so interesting about that line about Shadowheart and Nocturne and the like correcting of the thing of the names is that like it's so it's so like Foucault, really. It's like so self-policing.
Come on, open up.
Oh no, we don't need the lockpick. I think we have the key. Oh, I don't have the key. It's so like self-policing. There's policing others. This whole place gives this vibe. The whole Sharon everything gives this vibe. There's once you've been policed so often and so relentlessly and so without pause, you learn to police yourself. To a great degree. Alright, we got some loot in here. Why does it sound like we're getting ready to go into battle? Let's look at these. Scroll of Seeming. There is a Lunar Dark Lies. Scroll is filled with soothing, persuasive arguments encouraging the sick at heart to turn themselves from Sehanine worship. The Moon Maiden, as the goddess is called, will whisper naught but lies. No problem solved, only a sense of fondness that is as cold as the lunar marina. Seas of empty pale dust, and even that gradually fading for the worshipper. As an alternative, the scroll speaks of Shar, who whispers only truth. Her fondness is warm, unexpectedly so for a goddess of darkness, grief, and nihilism. Why should that be unexpected? The sick at heart will find only succor and blessings in the embrace of she who understands them best. Consolation of the Dark. An introductory text explaining the allure and superiority of Shar above all other deities. All other so-called gods are liars and charlatans given to cheap tricks and easy answers. Lady Shar's gift is simple. Her embrace awaits eternal darkness, the purest of nothingness, the end of all pain. It will come to us all, ultimately. When we carry out Lady Shar's holy work, we must inevitably cause pain and suffering, yet it is only to reveal the truth. What we do is a kindness. Baldur founds a city. Balduran, a sailor of exquisite renown who founded the city of Baldur's Gate many years ago. Prose is colorful but a little too self-satisfied around the edges. The novel would be unremarkable but for one small entry. On sewer. Interesting. Anna's Irresistible Dance. Habits of Patriarchs. I think we read this one already. Crimes of the Moon Maiden, and it's a long-ass list. By the Anti-Lunar League. Woe unto any who throw their lot in with Selûne. 4 ways she has pulled the wool over one's eyes. I think I read this, actually. Did I read this? I'm reading it again because I love the last one. First, she could think you make your husband as a werewolf when he's only forgotten to shave. Second, she's always changing, making it difficult for slow painters to capture her likeness. Third, tides. Bugger the tides. Fourth, people keep associating the moon with femininity, and frankly, we're fed up of reading the same poetry over and over, and it's all that celestial bent Selûne's fault. Okay, let's go through this door right here.
Cursed to put my hands
The
on
armory.
everything.
We haven't even looked at our, Here's what we'll do, actually. We need to look at this. Enter the Chamber of Loss. Yep, we will. Oh my god, our list of quests is getting so short. Let's also talk to our friends.
Another day, another god trying to make us her playthings. We'll have the whole pantheon interfering with us if we're not careful.
True. Karlak?
The Absolute wants the prism. The Githyanki want the prism. Shah wants the prism too. Phew. This thing means an awful lot to a lot of people. Us, more than anyone. Without that thing, we'd have been drooling true souls. Surprised to find I share a name with Shah herself, but the Absolute has to be stopped. Let Shah have the Lost. Better that than the Netherbrain.
I think we're getting a really dark version of dialogue because... Oh no, did I sell the wrong item or something? We'll put Foebreaker back in. Is it Foebreaker I was using? Oh my god, I can't even remember now. Or, no, it was Balduran's Giant Slayer that I was using. There we go. Big ass sword on the back of Karlak. Alright, let's talk to Shadowheart.
Shah did not come to Viconia's defense. All who bow to her are disposable pawns. In the end, the mission she sent me on was a lie. Same as everything else she ever told me. She sowed her own downfall in trying to take the prism for herself. Had she never sent me, I'd still bow to Shah, none the wiser.
I love Shadowheart's story. God, it's so good. Viconia isn't a problem anymore. What comes now?
My parents are still captive. I need to free them.
Absolutely. We'll do that in about 2 seconds. Artifact mission agent roster. Budug is one of them. 5 infiltrators, written in an elegant hand. Above their names, it's noted this group has proven themselves to be the most skilled, have the greatest chance of successfully obtaining the artifact. But they are still utterly expendable. Calden, Budug, Kirk, Drina, and Shadowheart. Shadowheart was the healer. I'm seeing hideout back here. That's what I'm seeing. A map of Faerun. Ooh.
There's a gap behind those crates.
Yeah, there is.
Big enough to fit through.
Come on, let's
Hey,
go.
Karlak, go crazy here. Dagger.
Hello.
Dagger. Metallic boots. Shield. Oh. Great axe. Oh no, I went to the other side. Long sword. Leather armor. Leather helmet. Oh my god, we're gonna be rich. Oh my god. Hope you can carry this all, Shadowheart. Sorry, Karlak. Fierce
my
Golden
way.
Helm. Longsword. Helm. Halberd. Great sword. Okay, we're not gonna get everything. We're just gonna get that much. Sounds good.
Is that blood? No. Never
Light
mind.
hammer. Any other loot over here? Or lore?
Wonder if the gods are watching
Loot
me.
and or lore. Please? No? Okay.
No time for mercy.
Oops. Yep, let's just hit it. Yep. We're doing necrotic damage to the barricade.
My old haunt.
Night orchids.
I don't remember it, but it's comforting to be here.
Don't remember it, but it's comforting to be here. You should pick all the night orchids. There's a hastily written note, sorry. Pouch, nothing in it. Hastily written note. She's going to make me look in the mirror again. She's going to take my memories. I do not want to forget who I am. I like flowers. I like animals. My name is... The writing breaks off with a jagged scrawl, as if interrupted.
It steals memories. Very Sharon.
I'm just so disappointed. I thought we were going to find Shadowheart's name there. I think we might still. Stained book. They heap precious pelf upon the altar as if it were nothing. The door wants gold, trinkets, baubles of mammon. I don't know what that means.
I'll take that.
Does this just end here? Let's send one of the night orchids to Shadowheart. Yeah? Where are they? I don't know where they are.
What's next?
We'll have
I
Shadowheart
wonder?
pick this one. Alright.
Can't give up
Just
now.
for the poetry of it.
Moving ahead.
All right, let's go get your parents. There's still this altar to look at too. I still don't know exactly how Viconia had sanctuary around her.
To the offerings on the altar.
Yeah, what did I just do? I made something move. Treasured in light, lost in dark. Threshold of loss. What if we just try and lockpick it or open it?
Should do it.
Or do we need to solve this thing? DC 30? I might be able to get that, honestly. Nat 20? I wonder if there's anything else going on. Before we walk through this door, Nat 20, by the way, the vault and then the threshold of loss. I wonder if there's anything else to think about here. Treasured in light, lost in dark. Is that a, is that a riddle? I'm not sure. I think it probably would open this door, but we figured out a way. Patriarch's lost. What does this see?
Only a patriarch's loss can open this door. What does that mean? Loss of status? Wealth?
Only a patriarch's loss? Can open this door? Okay. Now we have the mirror. Not all is saved just yet. Still time to try and figure this out. There's a mirror somewhere. Oh, that's them. Hallowleaf? Last name's Hallowleaf? You cannot move or escape while locked in the Dark Lady's clutches. I feel like we're gonna need to break this fucking mirror, but also I don't know what else to do here. Cannot move or escape while locked in the Dark Lady's clutches. Captives of Shar. Music. I love that it's got a choir. A ledger bearing the names of those incarcerated in the Chamber of Loss. Some are noted to have died. A Githyanki, double guard at all times, deceased. Arnell and Emmeline Hallowleaf. Baron Bormel, and an unknown interloper.
I see them. I see my parents. What's been done to them?
What's been done to them? Decapitated Githyanki. Fuck.
Anything of use?
Githyanki crossbow.
A Githyanki. Head removed. They tortured her for information and then made sure the corpse couldn't help anyone else.
It's fucked up. Probably just go down the main steps, yeah? Has him right there. I'm gonna quick save before we walk forward.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Shadowheart, can you talk to your parents here?
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No, there is no trick. It's her. Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Jen.
Jennifer Hallowleaf.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here.
Moon Maiden's grace.
They're all gone. It's over.
Can you do it? Can you break it?
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided.
Holy
Every
shit.
time you tried to step away from me, every time you tried to reach for Seluna, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You make things worse for yourself. And for them.
Holy shit. I wonder if this is actually Shar. And I wonder what the fuck we do. You know, or like, if this is Shar or like a projection of Shar or what. Ignore her, Shadowheart. She's trying to spite your victory.
Victory? Your victory is but a guttering candle in the dark. Temporary. Inconsequential.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
Fuck me sideways with a stick. Okay. For some reason, Shar will not let go of the curse, or we cannot break the curse unless while your parents still live. Arnell wishes for you to choose your future and kill them. I don't know what your mom wishes. And Shar said the line about your mom has not held up as well as your father because of her humanity. So I kind of want to say number 3. Talk to your mother and father, see what they wish. But I don't exactly understand. Free your parents or rid yourself of Shar's curse? Can you still live with Shar's curse? This is not a choice I feel willing to make, really, as Marcus or Ryan, really. But I feel like it needs to be Shadowheart's choice here. But I don't know. This is wild. It's. Oh God. I don't feel good about any of these options. I'm nervous if I choose number 3, that sort of, that it feels like get more information rather than make a choice, and it will actually be make a choice. I'm nervous that if I pick number 2, it sounds like an option which is like, well, let's debate our options. She wants you to do this. I'm nervous that it feels like that, but it's actually kill your parents. And so number 1 in a way feels safest. Although I would be distraught beyond belief if Shadowheart chose her parents over herself, but I don't know how that works. I don't know if it means necessarily that you would die. And yet still option 1 feels like the thing I probably am going to pick here. Oh, baby. Oh, buddy. But I'm so curious what your mother wants. What does your mother want? Well, I don't know that we've really heard. Talk to your mother and father. See what they wish.
I'm sorry. I didn't know any of this was happening until it was much too late. I came to try to put things right.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going. That you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was. And still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
I really admire. We're gonna ignore the emotions for a second and talk about this from a from a storytelling standpoint. The parallel of Dame Aelin, bound, and us facing a choice there, and this choice here towards the end of the game is really, really cool. What would I, as an individual, choose in this standpoint? I don't know. I think I would probably... I don't know. I can't know. It's impossible to know. A small part of me believes I would choose number 2. Do not lose your parents. The pain can be handled. Like if I was Shadowheart. If I was Marcus, I have no idea what I would choose to say to my friend who was making the decision. And the other option is, I'm not either of them. They are their own beautiful characters. Marcus is some fictional version of myself put into situations I would never be in, influenced by his friends, influenced by his city, influenced by the story that has been told over the last 160 hours. Shadowheart is also utterly herself. She's not anything she's something I have in some ways influenced or shaped, but in so many ways, Shadowheart is a force of a character that I have just happened to run into and parallel my journey alongside. I have no idea what to choose. I'm leaning in this moment towards 3. I also just want to say, for the record here, maybe there is I've read the Baldur's Gate 3 wiki, I know the outcomes, best choice here, or maybe there is I've played the alternatives, I know what I'm most comfortable with as a person, I meaning you, best choice here. But the lovely thing about games like this is that when played blind, there is no choice like that. There is just the choice in front of you. And I love playing games like this blind. Because right now in my mind exist about 14 different possibilities for how this could go, and I'm weighing them. I'm not trying to stall, I promise. I'm not stalling, I promise. I am stalling a little bit, but not on purpose. I'm trying to celebrate what games like this can do to your brain and to your emotions if you will let them. Which is that I am wading into a sea of the unknown just by staring at these options. And there's weight in the choice. I've spent 160 hours to bring Shadowheart to this moment. And if I choose something that fucks her over, or fucks her parents over, or fucks us over, it will hurt because it will have mattered. And if I choose right, or if I choose something that I can be proud of, that will be a different feeling. And we all come at this with our own insane... I'm gonna choose in about 10 seconds. But we all come at this with our own vast, uncountable wealth of experiences, prejudices, the environments that made us, the stories that we tell ourselves, the thing we value, and it is a blessing beyond blessings to get to play games like this that let us all as individuals come to these moments and then pick our decisions. And I'm going to choose number 3 because I think it would be almost impossible to explain why, but I'm a kind of person who believes that I've been there to support Shadowheart, and I think Shadowheart's future has to be her own. You don't need to tell me to tell you what is right. This is your choice, Shadowheart.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Selûne's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
Goodbye.
Not goodbye. Not even close.
What are those?
Moonmotes. They bring Selûne's light to dark places and offer guidance to those in need. My parents are watching over me. Let's leave this place. There's nothing more for me here.
Man. What about your memories? Does she have any interest in getting them back? Isn't there more that was taken from you?
More. Most, I should think. I doubt Shah will be given over to generosity. Best if I just consider them lost. I have everything I need to make new memories. As for this place, all I did here, let it stay forgotten.
Oh man, that was really lovely. That was really hard. Shadowheart decided to end her parents' suffering by putting them to rest and entrusting their spirits to the care of Selûne. Now they are at peace, and she is free of Shar's influence. Free of her past, she can choose her own path at last. I think it's so, from an emotional perspective, that was really lovely and hard. As a person who's lost a parent, that was really tough. That was a beautiful character moment from that moment encapsulates all of Shadowheart's struggle from day one. Shadowheart's duty, Shadowheart's the confusion around her past, her search for a place to belong, and then the main struggle that Shadowheart has, which is the freedom to move forward and to create her own life versus the tether or the the opposite of freedom to what she has done, who she has been forced to be, and what she gave up to do all of that, like her memories, her past, her identity, all of that. That was a really beautiful moment from a character perspective. It's so interesting. The memory thing is so interesting to me. That Shadowheart does not feel the need, as she chooses to be free of her parents, like to free her parents, to her parents at peace, and she basically chooses to let go of the past in that way. One way would be to read it that way. She also chooses to let go of her memories. I'm going to talk to her.
My parents. I saw them. Spoke to them. And let them go. It's more than I can take in just now. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
On my way.
We're not just gonna walk out of the room, I'll tell you that much. We are gonna at least look around a little bit. I'm a little nervous about this mirror. Shadowheart basically said I don't want to go this way. But I want to walk up to it at least.
A huge polished disc looms before you. A mirror. One used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others.
This is where curiosity is going to make me do something I don't want to do.
Familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps.
I'm going to make a religion check, and then I'm going to leave if I don't succeed. I'm not going to offer a memory. Give me guidance. DC 25, there's no shot. Has to be like a nat 20.
Your prayers fade away into the nothingness of the mirror. Unacknowledged.
What happens if Shadowheart clicks on
My
it?
faith protects me.
A huge polished disc looms before you. A mirror. One that was used to wrest your memories from you.
I have disadvantage because of Selûne. I literally wondered about this. I was like, do I get disadvantage praying as a person who serves Selûne? Here's the deal. I get a bonus of 6 to 20. So, if I roll decent, there's still a chance. I need a bonus of 20. Where was the Bardic? Did the Bardic disappear? The fuck?
Your prayers fade away
All right,
into
well.
the nothingness of the mirror.
Fair enough.
Unacknowledged.
I'm gonna leave this before I make a decision I regret. And that might leave something unexplored, but
Let's get going.
I feel really happy.
Catch a break.
I mean, I feel happy. I don't know about really happy. I feel content with where we have brought Shadowheart at this point, and I don't want to do anything insane here and make a decision that I regret. So that's gonna do it for the Chamber of Loss. And for Shadowheart. And for the House of Grief. Get the fuck out of here. Man, I loved the that fight was incredible. Incredibly hard. And then what happened afterwards was even better. I love Nocturne. It's amazing to have an answer to who Shadowheart is now. Genevieve Hallowleaf, is that correct?
What Shadowheart did for her parents was a profound act of love. Her courage is... well, it's quite something to behold.
See what Karlach thinks.
I'm so glad Shadowheart's ordeal is over. It'll be a long time before she'll come to terms with all this. But at least now, she can start. Free of Shah.
See if Shadowheart has anything to say.
That little hideaway that we found in the cloister. It almost felt like I'd found a piece of my childhood. Childhood I don't truly remember. But remember it or not, I felt right at home there. Surrounded by books and night orchids.
You want to go and spend more time there?
Don't tempt me. Might find it hard to leave. Well, can you imagine what it would have been like
I kind of
growing
want a
up
long
in that
rest
place?
there.
Endless training, no privacy, facing scorn wherever I looked. I can very easily imagine I needed somewhere to escape to, if I was to survive. Nocturne and I must have come here a lot. We probably had plenty we wanted to hide from.
Nocturne is such a great
Anyway,
name.
I think that little hideaway helped shape who I am, as much as any sermon or training did. Funny the things that influence you.
That's such a good detail. Such a good, great human detail. Yeah. In a weird way, we're shaped by places as much as we are people, training, education. It's crazy. What about the memories that were taken from you?
Most are lost forever. Some may creep back into my mind if I encounter anything that helps clear the fog. Then there's what Shah did restore to me. Memories of pain, suffering, both my own and what I inflicted. It's overwhelming. Like a lifetime's worth of nightmares unleashed all at once upon waking. I can barely untangle one moment from another, not that I even want to. I just know that my heart sinks if I let my thoughts wander to them.
I'm so glad I got a chance to ask this, to talk like this, and hear you describe that, Shadowheart, because to me that is such a foreign concept, to have the chance to get your memories back and choose not to. But it's so perfect for Shadowheart. It's also like the thing that, in a way, the thing we did, the thing her parents chose there, was to give her the gift of not a blank slate, but at least a slate with some of the worst parts wiped clean. Some characters, some people have to know who they are from, like, have to know as much about their past as they possibly can to know who they are. Shadowheart has had to go through so much while not knowing who she is that she has formed who she is. And that, I think, is the difference between me as a person in Shadowheart and probably many people in Shadowheart. Shard did that for no other purpose but sheer spite.
Shah seeks to break people. To fill their lives with despair so that they will turn to her for relief. Perhaps she thought this would lead me back to her in time. But it won't. I fought too hard to win my freedom. I will not give it up again, no matter how much it hurts.
And that's Shadowheart's narrative in one screenshot of dialogue. That's Shadowheart's narrative. We're all fleeing tadpoles seeking freedom. That's Shadowheart's right there. Do you still remember all we've been through?
Of course. From the first time I laid eyes on you right until now. That's all safe. I wouldn't surrender even a moment of it.
I wonder if Shadowheart can choose to get rid of some memory. Oh, I'm not gonna even entertain the thought, but it is. I'm not gonna entertain the thought in the playthrough, but it's entertaining my thought. I wonder if Shadowheart can choose to give up some of the things that really pain her at the mirror right now. It might be her first chance to choose what she gives up rather than be forced, but I don't trust that that would happen, so I'm not gonna say anything. They'll fade with time, they always do.
Perhaps. But in the meanwhile, I'll just have to find a way to live with them.
I wanted to talk about our
Of
relationship.
course.
Oh my god, I forgot that this can happen. May I have a kiss? It's kind of perfect timing.
I suppose you've earned it.
I'm covered in blood. Does it do anything weird if you ask for a second kiss in a row?
I suppose you've earned
No. I'll be right back. I'm going to be here for a couple minutes. Oh, we got a different scene. I'm covered in blood. I need a bath. I have the personal ick just because I'm covered in blood. That's all. Okay, we're going to stop there. That's going to do it for this playthrough. Not this playthrough, holy crap. This episode of the that's going to do it for our whole playthrough. I'll be BRB kissing Shadowheart for the rest of eternity. That's going to do it for this episode. What an episode. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly did. Oh, this game. What am I going to do when it's over? Oh, that was so lovely. And we've got more waiting for us. We've got the Diabolist Hellsick. We've got the Ball Murder Tribunal. We've got the rest of Baldur's Gate waiting for us tomorrow. I'll see you then for another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. Until then, well met, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Bye-bye!